Hey, welcome to Network Marketing Moguls. Every week I try to bring you somebody seven-figure earners, and I got one today. There's a package right here, okay? This girl has been teaching me stuff already. Show this little thing with your finger that you do. Come on.
That way no lipstick gets on your teeth.
Wow. Wow, I got to teach my wife that trick, okay? This is Gloria Mayfield, right? Gloria Banks.
Yep.
Gloria Banks,
Mayfield
okay?
Banks. Gloria
On Twitter, she's Gloria Banks. Her book is Quantum Leaps.
Yes.
Amazon?
Yes. No, not on Amazon, but Gloria Mayfield Banks will get it. Or Source Books.
Okay, this is an awesome book. This is very similar to my 10X quote book. I mean, the way it's built, it's an easy
Easy read.
Read, easy for
Powerful
you guys
points.
that can't read, for you illiterates out there.
Yeah. I mean, talk about it, because I am dyslexic.
Yeah.
So for me to write this book, I only wrote it at a very clear level. Very clear level. You can pick it up and use it immediately.
Like easy to read,
easy
right?
read, easy to implement.
You know, that's interesting because when I started writing books, I did some research on people that read books.
Okay.
Only 95% of all books are read by 5% of the people.
Really?
40% of America is illiterate. Okay, but when you get into inner cities like Chicago, Baltimore, LA, it doubles, like 80% can't read.
Illiterate.
87% of all people will not finish a book. So when you talk about these, people feel good about these books because they can sit around, I can grab a piece.
But that's such a big part of my book. That's such a big part of what I do, is to make it very simple.
This is Network Marketing Mogul, okay? This woman, 28 years she's been in network marketing, okay? She's only like 39 years
That's
old.
true. You're so good at guessing age.
11 years old. She was the youngest network marketing person ever on the planet.
Ever.
2015, her earnings will be over 1 million. This year's going to be 1.2. She's on track to be 1.2 to 1.5. Tell everybody what I said when you told me you're going to make $1.5 million this year.
Okay, so when I told him my impressive salary, he said, "How you going to live off that?" I was like, "Oh, well."
How you going to live off that?
I came here to find out how to live off more.
No. But I brought her here to talk to you about what you can do. Man, woman. I don't actually see men and women. I don't see people like that.
Okay. All right.
I don't see sexist.
Okay.
Because I know some people are going to be like,
"That's interesting."
Talk to her as a woman. Well, I do. I see sexist when I need to. When I need to. I mean, when
I need to learn.
When the man needs it, then I see the sexist. Okay. But the rest of the time, like in business, I don't see men and women.
Okay, got it.
I see people that produce or don't produce.
Okay, got it.
So and I know a lot of people are going to be like, talk to her as a woman producer that made it so big in this industry. And I guess we can do that. But before I do any of that, motivational success strategist, sales trainer.
Yes.
Howard University, then an MBA at Harvard.
Correct.
Damn.
Boom,
yes. Man. I wish I had that Harvard degree. Built a multi-million-dollar enterprise as an author, founding partner of Charisma Factor.
Yes.
Spoke with Oprah on her platform.
Yes. Did it. Gonna do it again next month.
Dude, you got to get me on Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. So great to have you here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you being here.
Very excited about your show.
And how many people in your group?
Oh, about over 7,000.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't need a squillion. I just need a good few people.
Yeah.
Amazing.
A good few.
Yeah. Good few people that are amazing.
So let's talk about, where'd you come up? Where were you brought up?
I was in Detroit, Michigan. Born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Third of 4 girls. Brought up in a phenomenal household. I do not have the story of destitute. I have a story of phenomenal parents.
I love that.
Phenomenal parents.
I love that. Every person that sits in here tells me, well, I got killed, I was in a car wreck, my daddy beat me.
Right. Family.
Like, really?
Yes,
like, because I'm going to tell you, I was brought up middle class.
Yes.
I ruined it.
Yeah.
They didn't ruin it for me. I ruined it. So go ahead.
So really, I had parents that were very involved with making sure we had a strong self-esteem. They were very involved in it. And so both of them were educators. When I was in the 7th grade, I found out I was dyslexic. And they didn't have the testing like they do now. So my parents were very involved in my education. My mother was extremely frustrated with me not being able to read and do the math, and just Gloria staying up night, over and over and over again, trying to get me to get it. But I worked really hard and graduated from high school and then went on to Howard University and studied business while I was there.
Wow.
Did well, always worked. Always worked. Like, always worked. And when people say, Gloria,
why do you say that? Why do you
hard. And I'm like, I like working. I've always liked working.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with working.
Good.
And don't let anybody
I think work
make
is
you
a
have a problem.
spiritual expression.
Yeah, I love it. I love the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
what I can do with other people. I have fallen in love with work.
Uh-huh.
So the reason I brought that up when I was in college, my mother told me not to get a job. She said, Gloria, don't work. Then she sent me a check, and she said, live off of this for a week. So I immediately got a job. So I worked all the way through undergrad, and then went to work for Polaroid in Boston. And then after 2 years of working as a manufacturing supervisor from 3 o'clock in the evening till 11 o'clock at night, next to machines, that went ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And when I tell you that, you know I'm not a ka-chunk, ka-chunk kind of woman. So I decided to go back to school and went to Harvard Business School. And I remember calling my mother. I said, Mom, I got into Harvard.
Wow.
Harvard.
Right.
She said, you did? She was shocked. She was very shocked. And my sister, Amy Hilliard, and myself are the only 2 African-American women who've gone to Harvard Business School. Sisters.
Wow, that
Sisters.
is awesome.
Yeah,
man.
so it was
That
great.
is- you mean the only 2 sisters?
Only 2 sisters, African-American sisters who went to Harvard Business School.
I got it.
Now, I want to tell you that when I was at Howard, I fell in love with sales. But because I wanted sales leadership, I went and worked in management prior to going into sales. So when I left Harvard Business School, I took a job with IBM. And that's when I started selling. And that's when I fell in love with
IBM's
my
got good
teammate.
sales training.
Good
Or
sales
they
training.
used to, anyway.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But it was good.
It was
really
executive
good.
training to stay late.
They really needed some executive training because that's why I left.
Man.
Yeah, that's why I left.
Yeah.
But I stayed there and then went on, marketing and then fell in love with direct selling.
So how did you get involved with direct sales? First of all, explain to everybody what that even means. What is direct sales?
Okay, direct selling is when you're in an organization that, for me, it was a phenomenal organization with a phenomenal product, with a phenomenal way of creating teams where not only do you have a strong customer base, but you also have a team of people who also create a strong customer base.
But if I go to 7-Eleven
Yeah.
and I say, hey, I want those circus peanuts. You know circus peanuts?
Right. Oh, yeah.
The little candy, orange. I love circus peanuts, man. I love those, man.
That is
I'm from Louisiana.
Salt.
So I go there and the guy behind the counter says, yeah, what can I help you with? I want some circus peanuts. Is that direct sales?
No, that is not direct selling.
What is
They're
that? That's
directly
retail
selling
sales.
to you. That's retail sales.
Yeah.
Direct selling is when you're working with a company that you're the owner of the company, you're the entrepreneur of the company, but there's a company that's behind you that's giving you the things that you need, the marketing, the product, the framework, the career path. Our career path is amazing, and that's why I fell in love with.
And how many of those companies have you been involved with?
One
For 28 years.
For 28 years.
I
think
so
the
you
right
haven't been
one.
Skippy.
No, I haven't been Skippy. So interesting that you say that. No, I haven't been Skippy Dippy. I stayed one place.
Okay, so she doesn't. I'm sorry to tell you guys. She can't pull on your heartstrings and tell you about how her daddy beat her up.
Right, that's right.
And she didn't have to go through 12 companies to figure out the right one. She's been with the same company for 28 years. That's solid.
Yeah, it was very solid. It's been very expensive. But let me tell you about a part of my life where I did have challenges, because I really do believe that a lot of ambitious people. No, here's what I believe. I believe a lot of people have challenges, but ambitious people move through the challenges. It's called life. I tell people they do it anyway, no matter what the deal is, you're going to do it anyway.
Man.
And nobody goes through life without
life.
having it. So for me, on my first day at Harvard Business School, I started with a black eye because I was in domestic violence. And I was in domestic violence for 10 years. And so what I tell people is when you see me, you see a very smart, professional, hardworking woman that was in domestic violence for 10 years.
What do you mean you were in domestic violence?
Domestic violence is a situation.
No, I know what that is.
Yeah, okay.
That means you were living with it?
Yeah, married to it.
Oh, you were married to it.
I was married to it.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, I was married to
right.
domestic violence situation.
Yeah, so
for 10 years.
your picker was broken.
Yeah, it was broken. Everything was broken. And here's the thing, because of this optimistic attitude that you see here,
Right.
I kept saying I could fix it, I could fix it, I could fix it, I could go, it could be great, it'd be great. There's conversation, the lives that we had amongst ourselves. But one day I got that phone call. You know, some people talk about the moment. I got a phone call from my cousin, and there was a moment. She said, what are you doing? And I told her everything I was doing. At that time, I was building my Mary Kay business. I was building my Harvard Business School. I was working as assistant director of admissions because I went back to Harvard to work for them and to help them create what they wanted.
And you're trying to save this punk.
Yes, it was challenging. Challenging. Right. She made the phone call. I answered the call, and I said, I'm done. And so I became done. And what happened, because you hear a lot of people talking about network.
Let me back up a second, okay? Because I think this is important. That people need to learn, like, you got to get, if you want to be successful, you got to get ruthless about your environment.
Yes.
And ruthless meaning without pity, without mercy.
Right.
About some of these people.
Right.
I did a poll on Twitter this weekend. I was like, hey, if your dad beat your wife or your mother and the daughters, Do you exile him? Do you beat him up, or do you do both?
Right.
And people are like, "Oh no, you got to save him and talk to him." I'm like, "No, dude, you're wrong, bro. You need to bring and cut him."
Right.
So I don't mean cut him physically, but get him out of your life.
Right.
Now, do you agree with that? You come.
I do agree with that because I lived the other lane. I lived the lane of trying to fix.
The pity.
Try to fix. First, you try to fix yourself. It's not you.
Yeah.
Then you try to fix the situation, and you try, 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 and you try. But I'll tell you the honest to God truth. I haven't told a lot of people this, but really, honestly, when I went to counseling, about a month after I got married, the counselor told me it wasn't going to make it.
He told you, huh?
And I looked at him and said, "Oh yes, it will," because I'm an ambitious person. Oh yes, it will. So I went on to try to make it work, but I cut the cord. Because I had to cut the cord, because it wasn't going to fix. It wasn't going to change. He's an amazing man now. He's on his own. He's doing his thing. Fabulous. But I'm not in that space anymore. So I was a single parent for 7 years. And then I met an incredible man who's my husband.
That's
and
awesome.
he's amazing.
That's awesome. You can't meet an incredible man married to the wrong one.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, you know what I mean? You're just not going to meet good things, man, if you got garbage in your life.
Right. But I believed in good things because I had good parents. So I came from that track where I saw it right, and I fell into what was wrong, thinking I could make it right, and then.
But you knew? Did you know? And overlooked it. You became reasonable with it.
Well, I knew that it wasn't right. But I thought I could fix it because I had seen rights for so much. But I knew that it was't right, so I.
Okay, so where we at? Okay. I don't think so. I think you're lying, but that's all right. See, that's how we do it. Okay. So it is such an. I mean, I just feel so much good stuff coming.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank
you. I really appreciate who you are. So why did you get involved in network marketing? I mean, you got a Harvard degree.
Okay.
Are you a doctor?
Yeah, I got a doctorate as well.
Damn doctor. Okay. So.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Okay, one tell you first. I just went to a regular party. Fell in love with it, saw the opportunity.
How old are you at that point?
I was 31.
Okay.
31 years old. Leaned over, said to my kids, I'm going to start selling right now. And so I just made the decision. Very easy, didn't have a lot of details, didn't know a lot of stuff, but went for it. I loved the product, bought the product, decided to do the same thing over and over again, kept it very simple. And started going. Now, I fell in love with it because of the opportunity, but I grew because of the recognition. And I totally turned different when it became a beast mode for me because I learned how to compete. Beast mode. Beast mode. For me, I know that when I see someone else do something great, I can do something great too.
So she's telling you, say, hey, you find one person that's doing something great.
Yeah.
She's
it's
like
one person.
Yeah, one person. All I need is one person.
One person.
You know.
Yeah.
So stay with us. Look, this is Network Marketing Moguls. This woman's going to earn $1.5 million this year. I'm talking American dollars. That's not some Venezuelan money that's not worth anything. This is real paper, Jack. Okay. Stay with us, Network Marketing Moguls, and you need to think on the break. What are you going to do to get your butt right there in that chair?
Yeah.
Stay with us. Network Marketing Moguls. I have Gloria Banks here, 28 years network marketing. She's also a doctor, Harvard, right?
Yeah.
Doctor, Harvard. I mean, that's awesome, okay? Came out from a great family. Her dad and her mom taught her work is a good thing.
Right.
You love to work.
Right.
She's going to earn $1.5 million this year. I'm trying to get her up to like 15 million. Like, dude, let's blow this.
Let's grow it. Let's blow it up.
She lives in Baltimore. A lot of people in Baltimore they need to hear your story.
Yeah. I'm very excited to be there.
Because anybody can do what you're doing. Would you agree with that?
I do agree with it. I do, and that's what I teach all the time. You can make some amazing things happen, starting, of course, with your belief that you can, and then growing it. I tell people confidence is probably the biggest thing that you need, and that it can be acquired, and it's dynamic. That's why I talk about it in the book all the time, over and over again. You get to another level, you got to get more confidence.
Okay, so I've had guys in here that are successful guys. I had a guy in here that one day, he's like, a person's better off working for themselves for $44,000 a year than they are working for a company for $44,000. And I told him, I'm like, nobody's better off working for $44,000 a year.
It's not enough money no matter what you're doing.
There's no money, man.
Right.
There's no money.
None. Yeah.
Can you talk about, for a second, like what is the importance of people making money? Because the first thing you picked out of network marketing was the opportunity.
Right.
It wasn't the people.
Right.
And it wasn't the product.
Yeah.
It was the opportunity.
It was the opportunity.
And you're the first person that's actually admitted that here.
Yeah, it was opportunity. It was clear the opportunity. Well, let me just say
the financial opportunity?
Yes, the financial opportunity and how that opportunity worked in my life.
Okay.
So what I tell people all the time is I'm unapologetic about the fact that I love to make money. I'm unapologetic about the fact that I love to help other people make money. I'm unapologetic about the fact that I think that money is important. And I tell people it's not because of the material things you can get. It's because of the choices that you can have. So when you have money, you can make more choices. So if you're making $44,000 a year, your amount of choices that you can make is extremely limited. And they're poor choices because you're forced into choices that you don't want to make.
Based on price, based on limitations.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. And so your world opens up dramatically, both in the joy as well as in the struggle. A lot of people think about money when they're in the struggle, but there's a lot of joy that you're missing at 44,000.
Yeah.
And if you're making 44,000,
say that again.
Yeah, there's a lot of joy that you're missing at 44,000. And if you're making 44,000, the people that you're working around are making a little bit more, a little bit less than that. And that's the problem because you can't move beyond that. And so you have to be clear. So honestly, when I sit down and talk to someone, I will ask them the same thing you asked me. How are you making it on that amount of money? How really are you making it on that amount of money? Because when you're talking to me, you're thinking about how am I doing what I'm doing? And I'm thinking about how you're doing what you're doing. And you're trying to figure out how you're going to convince me that you shouldn't do what I'm doing. And I'm sitting here thinking, you would want to think about what I'm doing. Not me trying to persuade you to do what I'm doing. Because I am very persuasive. And I tell people I'm very persuasive. But if I persuade you to do what I'm doing, then you'll do nothing. But if I find your need and feel it, you're going to blow up. Blow up.
So you're saying you could talk me into what you're doing, but it's not going to last.
It's not good for you or me. For me to talk you into what I'm doing.
See, and I had a guy tell me, my friend Brad Lee says, I can sell anybody on network marketing. I'm like, okay, good, but they're going to unsell.
Right, exactly,
right?
exactly. But if you need something, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who already know they want more.
Now, you're talking about building your business now.
Across a lot of different things. I'm looking for people who are working with me, for me, working in network marketing, in my Charisma Factor business. I'm looking for people who clearly want more, already know God told them that they should have more. Not for me to sit there and convince you that you should have more, because that's for your mother, your father to do. Once you know that you want more, then I honestly believe my job is to teach you how to create more.
And what would you say to somebody that said, I don't need more, I'm satisfied with what I have, more is not better? You know, because I hear a lot of people talking the less game. The less game. What would you say about that person?
I'd say, you know what? Depending on what you want to do in your life, if you've gone down to the homeless shelter, and you can honestly change people's lives there, then maybe you have enough. But if you can't give everything you have away and still have some left, if you can't change people's lives down the street from you, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? Because your blessings are going to shrink up really quickly if you don't think about how you're going to serve. And how you're going to serve if you don't have more.
I say more is condemned by people. More is condemned. People are like, oh, she don't need all that. Why? She got her Apple Watch on. She got her earrings on. She don't need more. You know, and I say more is condemned by people that think less is okay.
Right. No, this is the thing. You can't give what you don't have. Period. And I don't mean just money. I mean joy. I mean energy. I mean thoughts. You can't give if you don't have it. So you have to want more in order to give more. That's why I look for people who want more. Because if you want more, then you're going to give more. And that's what I'm specifically looking like. So if I'm sitting down with you, I'm going to ask you, what do you want more of? And when I'm talking to hire somebody, I'm going to say, this only works if this is a win-win situation.
Totally right.
Period.
So when somebody's looking at network marketing, or let's say somebody's out there that are like, oh, I've heard about it, it's a pyramid, it's a scheme, only the people at the top,
blah.
You know, you're saying, look, I don't care about all the people in the deal. I care about, is there anybody that's successful? Right,
exactly.
So who did you see that was successful and you're like, I want, like talk about that.
Well, okay, so I drew to me very powerful people. And you draw powerful people to you, and the definition of power is, again, people who are ambitious, who want more, people who are not giving you a bunch of excuses. And so that was a really big deal for me. So because of the Harvard Business School degree and because of my background, people would say all the time, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And my answer was,
doing what? Why are you doing
why are you doing working for yourself? Why are you doing network marketing? Why are you doing direct sales? Why are you doing what you're doing? People say that to you all the time. Why are you doing what you're doing? So my answer to them is this. That's my answer. Because I knew in myself that I'm smart. And if this is not everything it's cracked up to be, I'm out. Number one. Number two, I also know that if you take your time to explain to other people what you're doing, you're decreasing your self-worth. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And when I don't want to do it anymore, I stop. And so to me, that's really critical.
Do you think the person that says, why are you working so hard? Why are you trying to accumulate more? Why are you trying to, move up the food chain? Are they even talking to you? Are they even asking you a question? Or are they talking to themselves?
Okay.
I wonder.
It could be both. Not the same. I'm saying sometimes they're asking because they want to know for themselves, to improve
how do I find
themselves.
that thing? Yeah.
Absolutely. And if that's why you're asking, then we can have a conversation. But if you're asking that question in order to cause doubt in my mind, if you're asking that question in order for me to explain myself, if you're asking me that question because you don't understand it, so therefore I can't understand it. Just because you don't understand it, that's nothing to do with my ability to understand it. So therefore I'm not
you
answering
said
the question.
something. You said, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
She didn't say like, I'm searching for what I'm doing. A guy said to me the other day, why you work so hard? I said, dude, you're not even talking to me.
Right.
He's like, huh? You're not talking to me. You're talking to yourself.
Right.
I know why I'm working so hard. You're not even asking me that. You're asking me.
Right.
What you're really saying is you're asking yourself, why don't you work?
Right. Exactly.
You're trying to figure out why you aren't doing what I'm doing.
Okay, now here we go.
Right.
Here's where I really get lit up.
Don't be trying any mind tricks on me,
no,
bro.
seriously.
Because he was playing me. See, that's a form of, by the way, that's a form of domestic abuse right
Yes, it is. It is.
Because that guy's abusing himself right now, and he's trying to do it to me.
Right. They're trying to steal your joy.
Totally.
Trying to steal your joy in the questions that they're asking, in the conversation that they're having. They're trying to steal your joy. So that's why I always tell people, watch who you hang around and watch who's talking to you. Because those questions that they think they're asking, my excellence shows you what you've decided not to do. And that makes you uncomfortable. And your uncomfortableness, you're trying to put on me, and I'm not taking it.
And that could be moms, dads, brothers,
I hear
sisters.
I hear you.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Just
it could be anybody. Yeah, and they could love you and not even know what they're doing. They don't even know that they're putting doubt in your mind.
Totally.
But because I've chosen to do it, and you have chosen not to do it, you can't make me feel uncomfortable because I made that choice.
Right.
Right. Absolutely. So I'm not.
Why should everybody look at network marketing? Do you think everybody should?
I think everybody should look at it, and I'll tell you why. Number one, for personal growth. That's the most important thing, to be around powerful people.
I love that.
If you're around powerful people in a positive environment, you can go nowhere but up.
Yeah.
Because you're going to learn business.
You're saying that's an environment where you could actually find...
You can find positive, powerful people who are
going
inspired to show you how to get it.
They're going to the water now.
Everywhere you go, they're not inspired to teach you how to get it. In this industry, we are inspired to teach you how to go get it. And a lot of people want it, but no one's teaching them how to go get it. And so I have loved the fact that someone has been on purpose with showing me how to get it. And so people walk up to me and say, Gloria, God, Gloria, I want to be as good as you. I want to be as good. I'm like, oh no, child, let me show you. You need to be way better than me if I get paid on your success. So I want you to be way better than me. I want you to be way better than me. Way better than me.
Because I get paid on your success.
I get paid on your success. And so I'm on purpose with what I'm doing, where I'm spending my time. So you can be on purpose with what you're doing, so you can be on purpose with where you're going. Because where you're going and where I'm going. And then I say it to people, it's powerful to play in my playground. Because if you play in my playground, you're going to go up. When I play in somebody else's playground, I'm going to go up. I choose where I play, and where I play, I grow. You choose where you play. And that's why network marketing is so powerful. It's powerful because it takes you to another place.
So you're saying now, you got in it for the opportunity, but you're saying now, 28 years later, you look back and say, the reason to get into it is the people, the access to people and quality people, right?
Quality people. Surround yourself with quality people. Surround yourself with people.
Because they're there.
And they're going to show you business. Everybody wants to know how to improve, but not everybody is trained how. They're trained how to. Most people are trained how to stay within your box and create what I want you to create for me. In the network marketing business, they say, bring your box over here and let me show you how to blow it up. And that is powerful for me.
See, I always say, man, I just want to, I need to lose my mind. I want to lose my mind. I got a friend of mine, he just sold his company for $21 billion.
Wow.
I said, dude, show me your bank.
Yeah.
Show me your accounts.
Yeah.
Man. He's like, why? I said, I need to see, man. I don't need to see your money. I know that he's a Fortune 400 guy. I said, I want to see how much money you have in one of your checking accounts. So he opened it up, $623 million in cash.
Wow.
I'm like, dog.
Okay, so here's what I'm telling you.
That's inspiration.
The big deal. When you see it, it makes all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. Because it immediately changes your brain. It immediately changes your brain.
So what have you done coming from Baltimore, middle class? Because the middle class is really...
out of Detroit, then to Baltimore, ended up in Baltimore.
And your dad did what?
He was a teacher, and then he worked in the hospitals.
Okay, so you guys were poor.
Yeah. No, we weren't poor. We weren't poor.
You were middle class.
Definition of poor. Definition of poor.
Exactly.
Right? Definition of poor, but we weren't poor.
Well, not compared to India.
Yeah.
Not compared to the ghettos.
Yeah, we weren't in the ghettos.
This is the scam of the middle class, man. The guys, your dad's probably making 50 or 60 grand a year.
Right.
He's got how many kids?
Yeah, 4.
4.
Right.
There's no money left over.
Right.
But hey, we're middle class. It's just a new definition. So now you're looking now. I mean, you're more affluent than your dad ever was.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk about how important money is today to you getting where you want.
Okay.
You helping people and you expanding your dreams and your marriage and your...
Yes. Let's talk about this for a second, because I want to need everybody to get comfortable. Everybody to get comfortable with more. I get everybody to get comfortable with the choices that they can make, where they live, where they go, what they see. The fact that I've wanted more has helped my children to see a lot more. The fact that I have wanted more and got more has helped my children's children's children. The fact that I have more makes my community better. The fact that I have more makes my husband and our marriage work better, because I have more, he has more, together we have more, together we can give more. You become a more dynamic person because your confidence is higher, your choices are higher, your security is better, you sleep better at night, you work out more, you eat right. You eat right. You eat right. Organic food costs money.
Totally.
The right
I don't know if it's any better, but it does cost more money.
It costs more money to eat right. And if you eat right, you live longer, you live happier, you have more energy. I mean, come on. That's just the bottom line. You have to have it. You just have to have it.
She's telling you, man, it's a must.
You have to have it.
And you guys got to give up on this thing that, whatever.
And let's talk about this. Don't judge people so much. You spend so much time judging people.
You mean
about
what?
Anybody.
People that don't have, judge people
don't
that
have.
do have.
Yeah, exactly. They judge people because they don't have it.
I'm going to tell you a story, okay? Rolls-Royce gave me a car. They gave me a car to drive. They're like, here.
Okay.
We like what you do on social media.
Right.
They're going to give me a car.
Right.
I had people hit me on social media. You shouldn't have spent your money on that Rolls Royce. You should give that money to charity. I'm like, dude, you don't even know where the car came from. Like, why are you doing that? Is that the kind of judging you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of judging I'm talking about, because they judged you on what they saw. They judged you on what you chose to show them. They have no clue what you've done for charity. And I can tell you straight up that if you have a lot, you've given a lot.
Yeah.
That's just the law.
It is the law.
It's the law.
It is the law.
Yeah.
You know, you want to help. You want to be a billionaire? Help a billion people.
Right.
You'll be a billionaire for sure.
Exactly.
Okay, well, you're awesome.
Thank you.
The book.
You
Why
too.
did you call it Quantum Leaps?
Because I have broken a lot of records, and I do it. Okay, you can walk through life, or you can bounce from one place. You can't stay in that mode all the time.
Were you good at math?
No. I wasn't good at math, but I'm good at money.
You didn't have. I don't think you had dyslexia.
You don't?
No.
What is it called?
I got a whole trick on that whole thing.
All right. You gonna tell me?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
I will. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, not now. Okay.
but I tell my daughter, I said, look, you learn to count to 100.
Yes.
And then you skip.
Okay.
She's like, what do you mean? I said, you count to 100, you get the basics in, and then you skip to 1,000,000.
Right.
See, I think
that's a quantum leap right there.
It's quantum leap.
Yeah.
You don't need to do all the add.
Yeah.
Adding's not a good thing. Multiplication, quantums, big growth.
If you could take your life and put it into 10 specific steps to move you from here to there, that's what this book is all about. If I could just have a direct conversation about what does it take to move me from one place to the other in a simplified form, but general enough that it goes across many industries, but it helps me move from one place to the next now. That's what I'm looking for.
And do you think it's possible for people to move it in now?
Right. I do. Well, let me say this to you. This is honest.
It's the doctor's talking
It
to you
doesn't
right
move any other way. It goes like this. But you can't move from here to there. There's nothing that we've done in our life that takes us to another level that doesn't happen quick.
That's right.
Going to another level doesn't happen slow.
That's right.
Staying at the same place happens slow.
Man, girl,
going to another level only happens fast. It's true.
Oh, man.
It's true. It's true.
That's spiritual right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving to another level happens quick.
That's right. That's the only way it happens.
Yeah.
It's the only way it happens. And if you go to anything, any deadline, which is the blessing in people's lives, is a deadline. Any deadline happens quick. Anything slow happens no.
Did I love that. You're awesome, okay?
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
I want to have you back sometime. This is Network Marketing Moguls. This woman right here, Gloria Mayfield Banks. Quantum Leaps is the book.
Good.
Quantum Leaps is the book. 10 steps to help you soar.
Yeah.
Dude, it happens now. You want to make that big leap? Okay, my life turned around at 25 years old. I like, boom, it just like, it just, I've been wanting to change, begging for it to change, and then boom, I made a real decision.
Decision. Chapter number 1.
28 years in network marketing, okay? $1.5 million earner, a doctor, Harvard, all that. And what's she been talking about today? She hasn't been talking about Harvard.
Right, that's right.
Okay, she's been talking about get out there, hustle it. You can see, look how vibrant she is, okay? Hey, I want you sitting in that chair, but you got to prove that you can sit in that chair. You know how you prove that? You got to put it together every day.
Every day.
Show up every day, right?
You got to be super bad all day long.
I am super bad.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, you are, clearly.
I'm a threat.
You need to be super bad all day long.
Right?
Yes.
Hey, be a threat to your environment.
Yes.
That way it won't threaten you.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.